The proliferation of enterprise identities paired with data rapidly moving to the cloud means that securing data is the number one priority for security and IT leaders. Privilege abuse is the biggest threat vector, but today's data security tools leave a key question unanswered: who can and should take what action on what data? Relying on these tools only contributes to security theater, still leaving businesses vulnerable to insider threats, ransomware, and failed audits, making it tough to keep up with the needs of a dynamic, multi-cloud world. As a result, businesses require a fundamentally new approach to data security, one that's rooted in the power of authorization as the core pillar of enterprise data security.
At its core, authorization is the only canonical method through which a user, an admin, a service account, or an app can access data. Veza's core platform is powered by our novel and seminal authorization graph that translates system-specific permissions and entitlements of any app, and again, any data system. Could be a database like Snowflake, could be an unstructured repository like Azure SharePoint, into a simple, human-understandable, natural language which can help organizations visualize who has access to what. Veza comes fundamentally pre-built with data access insights, all presented as an authorization risk dashboard. And all these risks can be very quickly visualized in our authorization graph. That helps customers, again, fundamentally understand through the full hierarchy of relationships. The hierarchy of relationships from a role to a group, to a policy, to a set of permissions, to resources. These assessments provide a quick view into top violations for your key business needs, whether they be around access reviews, whether that be about privilege access, whether that be about cloud entitlements. Let's dive into a couple user stories that many of our customers and organizations bring up as they start to dive into Veza. As a security engineer, I want to quickly visualize who has delete permissions to our most sensitive unstructured S3 buckets. I want to transform this information into a query view where I want to understand the specific entitlements and permissions and the number of S3 buckets that each employee in our organization has access to. As a frontline manager of the sales ops team, I received an email to certify access for Andrew, who is a sales manager on my team. Using Veza's deep link for access certification, I'm automatically directed to an access review workflow panel, which shows me his specific permissions and entitlements on a Snowflake database which has sensitive customer information. I can approve this Andrew's access to tables that he should have access to, simply given his responsibilities in sales. From here, I'm also able to directly access the Veza authorization graph, which helps me understand the full hierarchical relationships of user to group to role to policy to permissions. And what I find is that he also has access to customer demographic data table within Snowflake. And further, he has those entitlements to create and delete. It looks like he has an unexpected level of access because demographics table now extends his visibility into data set which is highly sensitive. And I will use Veza to reject his access to the sensitive data. Today, Veza supports integrations with all three public cloud providers, natively provides seamless integrations with GitHub, Salesforce, to data systems like Snowflake. Our API-first architecture, the canonical open authorization APIs, enables organizations to bring any system that they want to connect to Veza. Thank you for listening. Please reach out to us today to schedule a demo and try Veza out for yourself. Thank you very much.